Well, I was going to shoot an ad for my internet marketing training, but that's not going to happen. We're going to talk about this huge shift. I'm going to share with you the changes because I'm hearing some people that are having a tough time adjusting to the new world. We are going into a new world. The markets are collapsing. That's not a shocker. I've talked about this. I've tried to prepare you guys for this. I'm going to talk about that too because you could flourish incredibly. Now, why am I not shooting my ad? Because there are two boys out here playing football right in front of my patio. I'm going to explain something about that too because we're going to have to adjust to a lot of things that don't go perfect for us. You ready for that? Let's go. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears and live an amazing life. You remember when the bird was on my patio? Well, there's this huge property I live on. And these two young boys decided they're going to play football right in front of my patio just when I was going to start shooting videos. And I thought, I'm going to go ahead and shoot a video. It won't be my ad, but it's going to be to you because we're going to roll with it. What's happening right now is amazing. What is also happening is a little bit uncomfortable. Our collective consciousness has shifted into going after our dreams, changing our lifestyles, winging it, moving past fear. You guys know I teach how to break through fear, move past fear. I help you to live with the one emotion that holds human beings back and to break through it and to start living lives. We're doing that. That changes the collective consciousness. What happens when that happens is that now we shift into a different way of living. We're acting different. We handle each other different. We're believing things different than our parents told us or our grandparents. And we're operating differently. That means that things are changing. It can be uncomfortable. What does that mean? We're not on a schedule, all right? We're not on a schedule. You know I've talked about my schedule has been blown out of the water. But what I learned to do, and this is what I want to share with you, is to roll with it. We're going to roll with it because we don't want to be on schedules. We don't want to be in jobs that we hate. We don't want to be in relationships that are abusive, all these other things. So when we get out of that, what happens? We have to flow. So if we don't want to be in a regimented way of life, then freedom could be very uncomfortable for us because we don't know what to do. We don't have somebody telling us what to do. Well, we do, but we're not paying too much attention to it anymore. We're creating our own jobs instead of complaining about the ones we're in. So-and-so told me I can or can't do that. I'm like, okay, create something new, and you guys are doing it. It's amazing. You've seen this. This is a record high we're hitting with online businesses. If you're not getting on board with this freedom movement, you may kick yourself in a year or two. People are looking at our financial markets and saying, oh my gosh, it's tanking. What should I buy? What shouldn't I? You can't predict that. And so if you're going to chase money in the old world, you're going to continue to go through that cycle of pain and struggle. If you go into the new world is, I can't predict that. I can only control my own emotions, beliefs, and reactions to what goes on out there. So we have to flow with a new timeline, which doesn't exist. This is why time has been so messed up. I'll give you an example. I was shooting a video and I saw that I had maybe 40 minutes left. So I thought, okay, good, plenty of battery time. When I loaded up my video onto my computer, came back, I had over 120 some minutes on there. Batteries don't load by themselves. Some strange stuff is happening. It's shifting. I can't explain it other than that matrix program is dissolving, which opens us up to everything and anything, and that's amazing. See, the boys left. I shot my video anyways, and now they're gone. They were out having fun. Now, I could have been in my structure, like we have been, and said, young men, could you please move your plane over to the other side? And I thought, no, I'm going to go with this. And sure enough, they were there for a few minutes having fun. They're playing football. They're having a blast here. They're on the beach. Can we tolerate one another? Now, I shot a video called Zero Tolerance. Zero tolerance is bad behavior that you will not tolerate in your own energy field that is destructive and is abusive. The tolerance that I'm talking about today is tolerating one another's behavior, accepting that we cannot control other people. We can only control ourselves, and through doing that, we do affect them. So when we have respect for one another and we're more tolerant of their choices, the zero tolerance is my choice in my energy field. When I'm tolerant of their choices, I stop complaining and expecting the world to be the way I want it to be. Now, I've heard a few of you say this. I want other people to awaken. I'm like, I've been hearing this for years that I've been on the internet. Why? We didn't come here to all be robots. And if you're awakened, you want them to awaken. That's still the ego. By the way, I know that's you're doing it out of love, but it's still the ego wanting to control that other people awaken. Can you let them go to hell in a handbasket? They may have come here to do that. And so they go to the other side and they go, whoa, I wanted to know what it was like to live a destructive life. And I taught other people through that. You don't know what their journey is and who's learning from that. We have to let go of all of these boundaries and these thoughts and these boxes of how things are. And that, so who is it like, I've mentioned this how many times is, not liking how somebody talks or looks or whatever. Open your mind up and you will set yourself free. Because you will no longer be irritated because the world doesn't operate the way you think they should. And the thing is, where did you get that information from? Programming. Shut down all the news. It's so bad it isn't funny. I don't listen to it. I haven't for many, many years. The other thing is, shut down commercials. Stop looking at what you're being told to buy. Most of it is destructive, unhealthy, and it's consumer driven. People here in the United States, it's embarrassing to watch these commercials. I'm embarrassed for people from other countries to come see us. People on commercials shoving their faces full of unhealthy food and putting cute slogans together for it. Let's stop it. Stop it right now. And that's the zero tolerance of my energy field, is that I'm not going to watch it, therefore I'm not entangled in it, and I'm not going to purchase it. That's how you shift the world. Tolerance now is, if somebody else chooses to do that, I am not going to judge that because they're not ready to make healthier choices yet. Now, if they come to me for help and they know that I'm available, just like I'm available, then I will be there for them. By the way, somebody had suggested my video for one of their friends. And just so you know, they watched my video and the comment that they left was so nasty that I didn't let it through because it served no good purpose. And so I thought, they're not ready. And so whatever friend recommended me, thank you, you exposed them to it, and they made a choice to decide that I was insane. At least I'm a happy cray-cray girl. That was an angry person. That's not a reality I want to live in. We get to choose our realities. So, Saturday, once again, my schedule got blown out. My friend's, hair appointment got changed. What did I do? I said, we're going anyways. I said, I'm going to go to the art fair, and then when you get done, just show up. And so I went to this amazing new bar, and I met new friends, and I had lunch. She showed up, and then she and I went shopping and had champagne at the top of a hotel. And it was amazing. And all of a sudden, it was like I wasn't on a schedule. And the fact that we winged it, we said that ended up to be so much more fun than what we would have originally planned that was on a schedule. This is really good stuff. Now work. Work gets a little complicated, especially for me. I book coaching sessions. If you guys ever want to come get coached, go to landriaonkka.com and you can book me. What do? I have to be on a schedule of some kind. We have to meet. So we have a compromise here because we're still on planet Earth. We do have compromises. That's okay. But allow yourself to get out of the schedule of how things should be, how other people should be, timing, everything. The other thing is because time is off, because it's not real anyways, and because we're less regimented by it, by choice, the collective choice, You have to be in the now. Be in the moment, because I can't tell you how many times I've tripped, dropped things. I hit my bar cart and my mirror, and all of it went flying on a hard wood floor, and not one thing broke. I can't believe that. It did a free fall. Not one thing broke. But how did I hit that bar cart? I was not paying attention. I wasn't paying attention, and I realized I have to be in the moment, much more so now than ever before. Same thing with you. Now I'm going to talk about what's happening in the markets, the financial markets. You know, as an investment banker, I have watched markets go, oh, it's great. Oh, I lost everything. How many times have you heard people say, I was a millionaire? I said, no, you weren't. So, yes, I did. I had millions in such and such stock. I said, you're not a millionaire till you cash out. Oh, I was a millionaire. Oh, now it's gone. It's on paper. Until you cash out, you're not a millionaire. Well, you can chase that all day long. We're going into a world where we're done chasing money and gambling. It's gambling. Guess what? The markets are manipulated like everything else. I worked on Wall Street. I'm going to tell you right now, if you knew half the stuff I did, you would be absolutely mad. You probably wouldn't be surprised, actually. That's why I quit 7 years ago. And then, you guys see this? Created my own business. I control what I do. I control the values, ethics, what I do for other people, how I do it, and who I work with. And that's the world we're going into. If you're not in that world yet, maybe you want to consider it on some level. Now, the other thing I want to explain to you, this is so important. If we continue to go through the next few years, because this is not going to go away for a while, our financial shifts and all these things, if we do not shift into a different frame of mind, we're just going to continue to be in a cycle of ups and downs. What we're doing now, a big percentage of people, you see all these people going online, yes, millionaires are being made, but it's this percentage compared to the people out there that are going to, like the stock market, lose a ton of money. Why? Because they're looking for fast cash, quick, easy. They don't want to go through the journey. The other people that are successful are getting the education, they're investing in themselves, they're learning, they're not complaining and think things are supposed to be free and fast. They're realizing this is a journey. I have to invest in my education. I have to educate myself, get the skills, implement it, work with people that know what they're doing, and then create a real business. So you're going to see a huge percentage of people online, all those millions of people that are leaving their jobs right now, most of them will fail online and lose money. Don't let that be you because you're trying to cut corners. Do it properly. It's going to take a little longer, but you can start making money right away. And it's a gold mine online. It's a gold mine. Through COVID, my business skyrocketed. Why? Because everybody's going online. The people that weren't buying online are buying now. But give value. Do the ethical thing. Do what is right for you and for other people. Put other people first, and you will succeed. That's the world we have to shift into. And if you don't do that, you will live in the old world where you are driven by profit, money, greed, and, not really learning much of anything other than history will repeat itself. We must become a community, and you could make millions if you want to. But do it in a way where you shift the world. In other words, don't promote products that pollute the planet. You guys go to my Healthy Choices, go to landriaonkka.com, go to Healthy Choices. I have a page there. Even my tennis shoes are recycled. If you go there and if you like these tennis shoes and you click on my link, it's an affiliate link. I ask them to represent them because I love what they're doing. If you click on my link, you'll get free socks. They don't give free stuff to anybody. Why do I promote it? If one person changes, I just made a shift on the entire planet. And it started with my shift. I use bamboo toilet paper. You can go check that out too. Why? One tree. It takes 20 years to replace that tree. And we're killing millions just to wipe our behinds. We don't have to do that anymore. So, by the way, bamboo toilet paper is not more expensive, and I get it delivered right to my house. There's no shortage of it. Make the shift. Start to think big, start to think clean, start to think healthy, start to think giving, start to think sharing, start to think ethics and doing the right thing. Clean out your body, your house. This is a new world. It's an amazing one. It's going to be uncomfortable because we're going to shift out of things that we're, not used to. Your kids, don't give them plastic toys and things. You're destroying their earth. Because when we're gone, they're going to have to live with the pollution we created. Let them know what you're doing and why you're not going to buy them the crazy plastic toy. Let them know that this toy that you want to give them choices of, let's build an airplane out of wood. My brother used to do that. And it was amazing. And build ships out of, wood and all this stuff. What happened to those skills, those crafts? Kids love that stuff. All right, this is a world we can create. Don't miss it because it's so beautiful and expressive and inspirational. And start writing. No more, I need a bestseller, I need to make money. Good luck. Write something because you want to inspire people or tell an amazing story. Do that first and you will succeed. Get the skills, be ready for the journey. No more chasing money. I'm going to tell you right now, even the experts don't know what's going to happen with the financial markets. They don't know. And anything that you could buy that could skyrocket can tank the next day too. If you're willing to do that, that's fine. You can play with that. Invest in you. And if you want to get these free videos, do some of the things that our thousands of students are doing, create your own world, but do the work. Let go of the schedules. Let go of how things should be according to me and my world and how everybody should act. Let it go. Let it go. Because that's you're looking at. It's another expression of you. And it's beautiful. God didn't make just you. God made everyone, and that's what flows through everyone, is the one source. Let's go into that world. It's happening in such a big way. It's so positive, but if you don't think so, then you are not focused on the amazing change that's happening on this planet right now. It is painful to go through change and to try and adjust to things that you don't know. That's just the human part of you. The expansive part of you, if you come over, my free videos, Manifest Anything, I show you how to tap into that other part of you that can do anything, that can manifest anything. Are you ready to do that? Come on over. I have a new courses coming out. Move Past Fear is a 2-hour master class. If you want to take Move Past Fear, I just re-engineered it and I added a couple of videos, instructional videos, talking about how to move past fear, and I gave you practices and mastery. So I added to it to make it much more enhanced, to give you some assignments, and you have unlimited use of Move Past Fear. If you want to take that master class, come on over. No excuses. And those of you who don't want to invest in yourself, well, you're going to live in a world that thinks lack. People that are successful invest in others, invest in themselves, they give, and boy do they receive because of it. Let us go into a world of expansion. Let go of those rules and those schedules, and you will be amazed at what's going to flow to you. It's going to be so much fun. Be careful with paying attention. Injuries, I got a black and blue ankle because I was being careless once again, not paying attention, and that's a good thing. So what that's forcing us to do is to be in the now, as Eckhart Tolle says, that power of now. So if I know I have to pay attention, then all of a sudden I realize where I am at every moment, and that's a good thing because it's beautiful. Where am I? I have some cool stuff coming out for you, some really amazing practices. You can use one word to shift into something that'll get you into touch with that amazing magic that is what you are. All right, so please subscribe, share my videos, come get Manifest Anything. That whole funnel is changing. So if you get on board early, you'll get the 15 training videos for free and some other great offers. Guys, want to create a business? Let go of the fear and the judgment or whatever. I've done this for 7 years. I know it works. I know how amazing it is, and I also know how much work I had to put into it. And I also know it's all worth it, and it's changed my life. So, pull the blinders off and look around you and look at the opportunities right now. They've never been greater. And that gold rush online is happening, but do it the right way. Don't cut corners. All right, you're whole and perfect, strong and powerful. loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.